Mission complete. Heading back.
What are you doing here? You said something about selection before. Tell us what you're trying to do.
Have you given up your blue AC for good, Magnolia Curtis? You can no longer fight, yet you stay on the battlefield. Does that deserve praise? Or pity?
Who the hell are you?
It must be 2 years since I shut you down.
You? You were the one that...
You were not chosen, but that mercenary, I wonder.
So that was a cutscene I had to watch online. Forgot to I just recorded that a little bit. I was like, fuck it. I didn't really forget where that was before that. It's been a lot. It's been a lot of stuff. If anybody ends up watching these, because there is no documentation on this, and I watched somebody who got past that and never said what they did. I swapped to a July version of Xenia. Transferred my save, stood in a corner behind a building and stared at a wall, looking at the ground, and it did not crash. Also, I used the settings, found on the Reddit that managed to decently emulate AC5 decently on Xenia Reddit thread. I used those settings with the July 2023 version of Xenia, and then I stared at the ground because it would still crash in the back and let the AI do everything. You don't have to do a single thing. You even get us right. Normally I would talk about this kind of thing on stream. I don't like to. I like to just focus on the game, but there's nobody who's mentioning this at all anywhere, even who's succeeded in getting through this. And that was me doing the next mission. I went back to the other one, the one before, the one you can find in that thread. The build. It's been a process. It's been a process. I did not want to really talk about it a whole lot, because, like I said, it was about the games, but it's been hours getting past mission 6. Right, everything under the sun. Then I settled on a new build with old setting.
Good morning. Main system.
And it worked out.
Checking pilot data.
We'll see if it happens again. I hope not. I just want to clear this one. It's not been worth the trouble. Well, it's the last one. I'll get to the whole series. With this save, this my mech from, you know, AC5. That's the big thing. Oh my god. I'll never put these on PC, but they really should. Every game should be on every platform. Anyways, we're gonna continue now. I'm gonna focus on the submission 6 missions. I don't know which ones were required. That last one referenced a submission, if I remember right. To mention defeating a Reaper, so I'm thinking we have to find certain ones. I just want to be able to get to the end.
We'll see. You know that old scoundrel fat man? I
already took in a stray girl and retired. But turns out you're working with him now, huh? I'd better bring my A game.
You better, dude.
Main system activating combat mode.
Q1, beginning operation. Q1, target sighted. Engaging.
Easy.
System scan mode.
Music's jamming. Oh, he's here.
System combat
I
mode.
thought it was my guy.
Mission objective complete. System.
Oh my
return
God.
to normal mode.
Yeah. Holy Christ, man. The hardest boss in all of these games is getting to the next missions in this thing, man. I don't even care, man. I don't care who you are right now. I'm riding the high, man. There's a lot of AC fights in this, dude. Holy fucking moly. Yeah. Well, I should show that I have the S rank, just so you believe me. I mean, it's not that you couldn't not believe me. It's literally like I'm literally doing the next missions, but
Main system activating combat mode.
I just figured the idea was to avoid as many things as possible loading on the screen or in vision, and most games don't render things you're not looking at, so yeah, no, this looks cool. I think the environment's a lot better in this one, though. Music's cool. This one's really not too bad. I've enjoyed this one enough. I don't think it's like godly, but
Scan mode.
it's a much needed
At 30%.
improvement after 5.
Energy at 30%. Mission objective complete. System returning to normal mode.
Six 3 enemy ACs. 3 AC. I'm really digging this fixed defense motherfucker, man. Guy doesn't play around, dude.
Main system activating combat mode.
Q1, beginning operation.
Enemy forces ahead. Our job is to wipe out the forces holding this facility. There's only a handful of them.
I like the visuals a lot better too. You still get good skyboxes and this like constant war and you're in the middle of a battlefield thing going on, but like with nice vistas in the back with the towers and stuff. much better than
System scan mode.
the last one.
System scan mode. System combat mode.
Oh, I we crash. Every time something happens, I'm ready for a crash.
Looks like it's time to take this guy out.
Okay,
Nice
rolling.
moves. You fight like a veteran.
He is a veteran. He's fat man.
Enemy AC sighted.
I knew it. We're contracted to take them down too. Do it. System scan mode. System combat mode.
Target sighted. Engaging.
AC damaged. Take evasive action.
Let's see shit. I keep getting the speed distractions because of these
I
guns.
know that, AC. We fought together once.
Another one.
They're much stronger now, though. There's no comparison.
Let my other guy
Who
take the
are you?
hits. I'm that man.
Another AC. I recognize them.
That bastard. Get them. It's do or die.
That guy.
System scan mode. System combat mode.
Q1, test okay. Continuing operation.
Nice, buddy. Go
AC
for it.
sighted. Medium wave button.
Pop up the rest.
That's a lot of
We're not
sound.
done here yet. System scan mode. Energy at 30%. Energy depleted.
Horrible noise.
System combat mode. System scan mode.
Q1, test okay. Continuing
AC
operation.
damage severe. Take evasive action. Energy depleted. Energy at 30%. System combat mode. System scan mode. Energy at 30%. Energy depleted. Left arm ammo at 30%.
No signatures detected. Well done. Let's head for home.
Whew.
Sure.
What's wrong, Maggie?
Two at once. Both were strong pilots. Your strength increases with every mission. I'm not sure that the old me could have done that.
Maggie?
It's nothing. Let's get going. Mission objective complete. System returning to
Maggie,
normal
man.
mode.
I'm glad they're not like working, like totally talking him up. I mean, they're talking him up, but like how he just doesn't care. He's just like, what? But it's not like the last one where they're talking you up in this like friendship is magic kind of way. Wait, that's from something. Friendship, Monakama. Friendship is power. My power. There you go. We'll go with that trope. Unidentified weapon.
Hey, Maggie, did you ever find out why those damn automatons broke down?
They haven't made that information public yet, but I understand that a timed virus was used. It's triggered to attack certain logic patterns. Standard patterns used by all factions. It was executed perfectly. The Foundation has been planning this for ages.
Age.
They've
No.
already occupied several towers, and they're looting those things from inside.
So, they're gonna wage war on the three forces while the UNACs are out of action?
Unless we
What do you
kick their
think
asses
their
out.
ultimate goal is? They're not naive enough to think they can win, right?
I'm still not sure. The word is that Reaper Squad is working for the Foundation. Reaper Squad.
So, we have to take out those strange weapons, huh? I guess you can still trust a scoundrel more than a berserk automaton.
Quiet. They're here.
That man's not too bad. At least he's just like simple, dude. He's just some fucking dude, man.
Activating combat mode.
Just some fucking guy, man.
Operation.
Maggie, I don't care what you've done in the past. You're only human. Everyone's done something they regret. Nothing wrong with that.
Thanks, Fat Man.
Thanks, fat man.
I've been pretending this wasn't for me. But that was the wrong thing to do. My soul has longed for battle all this time.
So you come back to us?
You!
You'd be welcome here, Blue Magnolia. We have many wars to wage.
She's supposed to be the AI in the last game or something?
Anything else that gets in our way.
Or just a really good pilot?
System scan mode.
You want damage critical?
System scan mode. Energy at 30%. Energy at 30%. Energy depleted. System scan mode. Energy at 30%. Energy depleted.
Unidentified, hostile, above.
What a mission.
I knew it. Here we go then. I know you can win.
Spinny man.
Don't rely too much on data. Just trust in your ability.
This is no ordinary foe. Stay on your toes.
What is that?
Small drones. Annoying pests. It's over if you let them distract you. Keep your eye on the prize. They move slower after shooting. That's when you need to focus fire.
Dude, he's not even in the map.
Your attacks. Spraying fire isn't going to do much damage. Don't waste ammo. Hang back and wait for your chance. Fire
energy at 30%. Left arm ammo depleted. Purging.
There we go. That fucking melted him. He stopped right on top of me. Thank Christ. This is a good setup, man.
You made it.
That is.
Good work.
Took a dive.
Couldn't help more.
Went for it. Took a chance.
Fat man. I have to go.
I see. I'm sorry to hear that.
Welcome back. Such tenacity. Now your legend can begin again. You seek that Reaper, huh? The one you were defeated by? Or is it me you want? Anything goes, as long as destruction is wrought. I thought that mercenary would be the one. But your will to fight...
His voice just changed out of nowhere.
Intrigues me.
What the fuck is going on? The story in this isn't good by any means. It's just got a better aesthetic and isn't as annoying and goofy as the hijinks and friendship and this odd pacing and flashbacks and stuff of the 5th game. That's what the story is. The Eunuchs are fighting back, and these ones don't. Or are the science ones completely separate? I just don't know, man. Mirage. Oh, we got new ones. This one's done me good, man. And we're two peas in a pod, man. We're brothers.
Main system activating combat mode.
You are beginning operation.
Autonomous arms detected. A ton of them by the looks.
Uh-oh. Here we go again. I tell you right now, if I cannot continue this somehow, we will watch the last couple missions online. I am 3 missions from the fucking final. I think there's 3 total left. I had to look all this stuff up in my quest to figure out what's going on in the ship. Now, I don't know if that mission's required. Let's hope not. And I did have crashes like this before.
Good morning. Main system checking pilot data.
I forgot about that. Can just happen sometimes. The one that's scary is the one that doesn't end up with a
Main
crash
system.
report.
Normal mode activated. Now resuming mission operations. Welcome back.
I'm gonna see if I could find like which missions are required, man. I don't know. Almost all of our AC fight. I still don't understand that in game. Like, like, do I just have to do a certain amount of these, or what? Like, I have no idea. We'll see here. No, it's not showing. Should be showing. There you go. I figured the non-AC ones are the missions you need to do.
Main system. Activating
The ones with
combat mode.
autonomous stuff, but I have no idea.
Q1, beginning operation.
Our targets are autonomous arms. There aren't as many as I expected, but more could show up without warning. Don't get carried away.
Sure, one, dude. Guess he just kind of talks to himself.
Energy at 30%. System. Scan mode. Energy at 30%.
Q1, damage critical. Q1, target sighted. Engaging.
Just like thought, reinforcements. It's a big one, don't get in.
Q1, damage critical.
Heads up, we got more coming. Same as the first. Watch it. They can be more dangerous than an AC.
Q1, AP at 50%. Q1, AP at 30%.
Left arm. Ammo at 30%.
Q1, damage critical. Q1, target sighted. Engaging.
This guy's fighting the outside of the fucking battlefield often
Damn
enough.
it. More trouble coming. What are these things trying to do? Good job. Shall we head back?
Oh, that's it.
Mission objective complete. System.
I don't know why he said same as the first. I'm like, we haven't fought those guys in there yet, man. Mirage. My dude going first on this one.
Oh, this guy's tough. What do I do? I don't want to die. I have to give it my best shot.
Another Eric.
Main system activating combat mode.
Q1, beginning operation. Q1, enemy AC sighted. Take. Q1, damage critical. Q1, AP at 50%. Q1, AP at 30%.
AC damaged. Take evasive action. Mission objective complete. System returning to normal mode.
Good deal. I dare try this one again.
Main system activating combat mode.
A little bit of drop in.
Q1, beginning operation.
Autonomous arms detected. A ton of them by the looks. Well, that's new. One's packing a cannon, watch it.
System scan mode.
It's a little bit. I'm probably just been biting down randomly too hard on my tooth.
System combat mode.
Oh, these things.
Energy at 30%. System scan mode.
God, these stuns, man.
System combat mode.
Q1, test okay. Continuing operation.
Test. The fuck down here.
Energy at 30%. Energy depleted.
That's it. The area is clear.
New enemy. My reasoning is like the new enemy might mean it's a new mission.
Mission
Or a
objective
required
complete.
mission.
System returning to normal mode.
It might just be an amount of submissions. Try this out.
My life is in your hands. Please, go ahead and do your thing.
I'd shoot either way. Your death would mean nothing to me.
Yeah, Wanda.
Main system activating combat mode.
Q1, beginning operation. Q1, enemy AC sighted. Heavyweight by metal.
System scan mode. System scan mode.
Did we hit any of these shots?
AC damaged. Take evasive action. Energy at 30%. Energy at 30%. Mission objective complete.
Oh, he finished off the other guy?
Returning to normal
Maybe I was
mode.
doing damage to him, but it was actually targeting her. Is why it looked like I wasn't doing any damage. I was. Oh. We have 8 now. New one. I'm sure we're gonna have to fight Maggie at some point.
The Reaper squad has teamed up with the Foundation, but I still cannot figure out what they're up to. The word on the street is they're taking out mercenaries, all top pilots, just like you. Hey, better watch our backs. Things are about to get ugly around here now that everyone knows why the UNACs are acting up. Now our only concerns are the Reaper squad and those weapons the Foundation got a hold of. Well, I guess we'll have to take them on ourselves. This is the place. Dropping now.
Activating combat mode.
Is Fat Man actually... Is Fat Man the fucking pilot or the fucking dude flying? Oh, we're fucked, I think. Not the good kind. Let's try it again.
Hey, Katie. Buddy. Fuck you.
Hey, thank you for the raid. I'm in the middle of trying to make sure I don't crash on this mission. Been having trouble. Thank you very much for the raid. How was the stream? How's the Armored Core journey been? I'm near the end of mine. I'm trying to finish out Verdict Day. It's going. I like it better than 5. I thought 5 was pure ass. I'm having issues crashing.
Good morning.
I wanted to use my save, so I'm playing it this way. It was a mistake. I should have just restarted on a different console. But we're gonna power through.
Main system, normal mode activated.
I'm on mission
Now resuming
8.
mission operations.
Yeah, I just wanted to use my save from 5. I like this mech. I've never used like a heavy tank tread mech before, so I was like, I want to do it. Not bad. Well, at this point, I'm too deep in, but I should have restarted a long time ago and just played it hardware. Yeah, I figured because these ones are a little slower seeming that you didn't have as much aerial maneuvers. I was like, this is a good time to try just raw tank. And it's been sick. I've been fucking shredding. I've got dual auto cannons. I don't give a fuck. We're just going. It's been great. But yeah, actually getting through these missions. Well, it's slower than 4. Usually in Gen 1 through 3 I played quads. And then it was 4. And then I'm like, okay, I want to go like super slow. I mean, usually I just stand still and just shoot people because I turn quicker. Sometimes I'll boost around, which is pretty quick. I think the thing is there's no like quick turns and stuff like you can get in Gen 2 and 3 and stuff. So like actually turning with tank treads, you have to kind of root in place. It's a little slower. Yeah, I don't really get to test any of the mantling up walls and shit. I did a bit in 5, but I've been having fun with this. I think the mission design, the shorter missions, the less intrusively annoying story and dialogue, much better visuals. I can more clearly make out anything. I could barely see shit in 5, which made it really annoying. This one still has a cool kind of like gritty style, but not at the cost of like being able to tell where the fuck anything is. Yeah, that was what I was excited about for 5th gen, was using obstacles to my advantage more. But I've ended up just being a tank and going crazy. Wait, watch this here.
Activating combat mode.
I just let them come to me, or let my other tank guy handle it, or 2 peas in a pod with brothers. Oh god, where's fucking freezing, dude? I might have to pull the plug. God, I've only got 3 more missions though. Yeah. And it's way too deep to do a full restart right now. I've got technically another method, but it's bad already. The full reset would be on 360. But we're gonna just try to not. I might have to do some of this offline, because I don't really like the idea of sitting here and tinkering with shit the whole time. I've actually had to turn the stream off a few times just to tinker through some of these. Ooh, I feel bad though since I just got raided, but we'll see. Maybe I'll try a little something here. But yeah, from what I understand, I've only got like 3 more missions. It's like, I want to finish the last 3 missions so we can do Armored Core 6 on PS5, and I've done, at least finished them all. I mean, I'm not 100%ing all of them, but Just like goddamn. Yeah. We'll have to see. Yeah, I've heard the final fight's pretty cool. I mean, worst case, I'll just watch it. It's not like I'm not gonna see it at all, but I'd like to do it, right? But I don't know if it's worth like hours of time sitting here. Pretty busy game season. I'm falling behind as it is. But we'll see. Yeah, what I've been doing is I'm just recording missions offline that I've beat and then fucking like showing them on stream. Well, what Armored Core game were you folks playing anyways? Oh, nice. How are you liking Sick? I'm looking forward to getting started on it. I mean, that's why I was doing this whole AC series playthrough. Love it. It looks really cool. But it's pretty tough. Cool. All right. This might be a shit show. We'll see. I'm gonna mute the audio for now. Oh yeah, that's cool. I want to try quads again. I want to come back home to quads. I hope they're cool. We'll see what happens. I'm at least gonna try them. As long as the game allows me to experiment. I don't know how tight the money is. I'd imagine something made nowadays wouldn't be that bad. So. Alright, so this might not work very well. We're gonna find out. If this ends in catastrophic failure, I'm gonna have to cut the stream and go tinker with stuff.
Main system. Checking pilot data.
That's okay though. I don't know if I'm gonna do a full reset for 3 missions. So I think we'll if I can't get it figured out tonight, I'll just have to watch the last 3. It'll kind of affect the tier list and discussion a little bit. I mean, I like watching stuff as much as the next day, but it's a different experience at the end of the day, so we'll see what happens. Loosely sure. I don't consider it a huge spoiler. Just, is it tight? Is it like AC1 tight? Or is it like Nexus tight where there's no tightness at all? Or is it like Armored Core 4 where you just ignore the shop half the time? That's plenty of info. Something loose like that. Oh, they can? Thank God. I don't know why in any game they ever went away with that. I loved experimenting in the first game. And having that little jump up and up into like better stuff and being able to sell shit from the start. I don't know why they made it in 3 where you like sell the core later. Because you could still essentially sell everything, then buy the core, then rebuy everything. I don't know why they ever moved away from it. Okay, this might be fucked. I'm gonna turn down the audio like a little bit. Your ears might explode. Ends really poorly. I don't think this is gonna end well.
It's quiet. According to intel, the Foundation weapons should be here soon.
I'm afraid there's been a change of plans, mercenary.
Change of plans.
Reaper Squad.
Everybody's in black. Gotta fix that too. Alright, let's see if we can shred this Reaper. I just got shredded.
No other hostile signatures. Guess he wants a duel.
I've been getting the speed challenges with this back, man. It's been good.
You pulled through somehow. Great.
I like ignoring the KE, C, and the T. Yeah.
And now K falls too, a truly worthy foe.
Okay, I'm gonna turn it up.
I'll stop at nothing to defeat you. That is my calling.
It's calling. Come on, buddy. The music's been cool in this one too. The last one kind of didn't really hit very well for me.
UNAX, and they've got backup. What's with these guys, and why are they going to all this trouble?
I'm like destroying my own guy.
AC damaged. Take evasive action. AC damage severe. Take evasive
Yeah, the
action.
auto cannons. It is the most face roll, mindless build I've ever made, but there's something just cathartic about the auto cannons, man. 'Cause usually I'm doing all these like, oh, I've got a weapon for this, a weapon for that, and I'm being really careful and stuff, and then this is just, I just shit on everyone. Mindlessly. It's fun.
Coming. AC approaching fast.
Yeah, the auto cannons don't care.
Get away.
I don't have a lot of health left.
That's right, Fat Man. You're stuck with me a while longer.
Is this an enemy?
Maggie, it's you, isn't it?
This is a
Yes,
lot
Fat
of
Man.
enemies.
I've returned. Let's get started.
I love why he's called fucking Fat Man, brother. I'm gonna have to redo this mission, dude. Where is she? Oh.
Left arm. Ammo depleted. Purging. Energy.
Hello? Just die.
The rust off yet? Magnolia.
God. I don't need any extra
Trying my
enemies, please.
best. I'm falling back.
Just,
Maggie,
these are enough.
are you sure this is what you want?
Yes. This is what I have to do.
Why?
I love the Fat Man here.
It's the only way I know how to live. It's been my destiny since the day I was defeated. This battle the Foundation set up. Reaper Squad. They all lead to one goal. To find someone with your ability. To find you and kill you.
Okay.
She was another who had potential. The power to destroy the current order.
A dominant. They can bring that back.
She was defeated. And yet she survived to fight once more. One destined to burn all to ash. The other with an enduring will to fight. I want to know.
They shut down the 5 servers 2 years after it came out,
My
right?
champion. I will kill them. I am the Reaper after all.
I mean, usually FromSoft's kind of shitty about... Oh, they keep the servers up, but usually the servers aren't that great and stuff, so...
And what is wrong with that?
Like soul shit. So God knows with Armored Core Verdict Day. I feel like not much longer. So the Xbox 360 marketplace is shutting down in 2024. So there's gonna be no official way to buy Verdict Day ever after that. It's just used stuff unless they like release a new version of it. I feel like that's probably it. I think once it's got absolutely no channels to be gotten, that'll be it. I need to fool around with some stuff again here. Give me a minute. I'll give you a little tunes about that. What do we got? What the Citizen Sleeper music? I like that game. It's not quite Armored Core. Some Ace Combat. Is there crossover between Ace Combat and Armored Core? I need to do a series playthrough of those too. I'm looking forward to those at some point. I don't know what the next series playthrough is gonna be, but. Maybe Mega Man X or some shit. There's too much coming out soon to do another series playthrough. Boot her back up. Oh, tooth. I need to stop. I don't know if it's toothache or what. You guys can't see anything. Just give me a minute. I guess I could check. It doesn't matter.
Good morning. Main system. Checking pilot data.
I should just let them pick a screenshot location. I keep being like, I don't need screenshots, so I just keep saying no, but it ends up being like way more button presses.
Normal mode activated. Now resuming mission operations. Welcome back.
We all know the chapter 8s. Which of these are required, man? AC's iron and French. Bitter anise. So does anybody, I still haven't figured out, who's familiar with Verdict Day, know if you just can do any missions to unlock the next story mission, or is it like certain ones? I mean, they're all fun, so it's not a big deal, but might get tired soon. I kind of want to finish it before we're done with the stream today. I was like, I could try to hit up the important ones. I've not really found a rhyme or reason. I think maybe just like do a few and then that's
Here
it.
we go again. This is going to be a pain, isn't it? Just don't move around too much, okay? Please?
Main system activating combat mode.
Hokkaido.
You are beginning operation.
System scan mode.
Where's he at?
System combat mode.
Like hiding? Oh, we're in action.
Mission objective complete.
Please take me
System
seriously.
returning to normal mode.
Professional Armored Core play right there. Just three heavy ass motherfuckers shooting at each other until somebody goes, man. highest echelon of the mercenary world. Natural talent. I like that they brought back lore and like kind of emails like they used to have. A lot of AC fights in this one. I don't mind the AC fights in it. Some of the old ones I find them a bit more annoying because they're working with either because of controls or they're just working with like a different deck of cards, right? And I liked the usage of the... And some of the arenas would be kind of like too flat and open. I liked Armor Core 4 for answers AC fights because you could use environment a bit. In this one you can use environment a little. I joke about I say that, but then in this one I'm just walking up to a guy and just unloading on him, but I don't feel like a rock and everybody flies around. Feels like we just kind of... That's what a lot of people do. A lot of ACs do in this.
System scan mode.
Like this still has like a more like hardcore kind of soundtrack and stuff. But it's like kind of gets rid of the bombastic, like military kind of feel of like AC5s that just did not fit, and kind of brings back a little bit of like the AC4 flair, but with like still some unique flair to it. Oh my god. This guy's a mover, man. I have to stop moving myself so I can turn quicker. It's funny how that works.
Mission objective complete.
So you want to move around a bit because it feels like, right? Like in the old ones I'd like, you know, jump around or like snake and dodge a bunch of shit, right? Especially in like last raid. Well, this one it's like, no, I just want to stop moving so I can turn quicker and just keep the heat on. It's like I can burn them before they burn me easily. So his talents got good overnight because of an emblem he took? Who? What emblem? Like an 8/8 I can do. This is gonna be like the one I need regardless. And I'm like, oh, it must always be finish 8/8. Or -8.
I guess the days we could make a living as mercenaries are over.
Caspar Dunbar.
That's not something anyone can dictate. Same goes for life and death.
Sammy Germain.
Main system activating combat mode.
Let my unit go in first, I guess. God, sorry, my throat. Another reason I like to finish the day. I'm having some allergy issues lately.
System scan mode.
If the other guy's above me and but can't hit me or what? That'll be the dream. I can barely see what's happening. I think that guy would have been the easier one to go for first.
Returning to normal mode.
Surprised they didn't nerf the autocannons after this 5th game. Or maybe they're not overpowered, it might just be the enemies or... Those are some pretty big deal guys, I guess, man.
Main system activating.
Let's try a non-AC fighting mission, I guess.
E1, beginning operation.
Our job is to destroy the autonomous arms. They're tough, so stay on your toes. Massive enemy sighted. It's about to fire. Don't just stand there. Keep moving or you're done for.
Now is Fat Man the driver or the fucking
30%.
the guy fucking flying? I thought he was the driver, but the way some of this dialogue works makes it sound like he's talking to someone, unless he's talking to himself.
System.
At the very beginning of the game, he's like whistling, and then he like when he flies away, the whistling stops. So it makes it seem like he's the pilot. Sometimes they just like take me for a whirl, man.
System scan mode. Energy at 30%. Energy depleted. System scan mode. Energy at 30%. System scan mode.
Boosting up hills and not losing any juice is pretty nice. I don't know if that's an intended thing, but like when you're going up hills,
30%.
sometimes it doesn't eat energy, but you're still getting like speed. This guy, the stagger, man. The stagger's not been as annoying as in the last game, I think.
Left arm ammo at 30%.
Only the enemy had to actually care about their own boundaries.
AC damaged.
Oh, this is bad. He gets free shots.
System scan mode.
And free stuns, and I'm gonna straight away because I can't go past the boundary. Yeah, this is. I figured there'd be a lot of armored cores like this because the boundaries tend to be pretty bad in these. But this is the only one where they just straight up just sit in the outside freely. Like it ain't no thing. There are multiple of these enemies that do this kind of shit. And I doubt it's the intent of the devs, but there's no like code or flag or condition or something to stop them from doing it. Where even is he? Did he just like leave the whole battlefield?
You are leaving the mission area. Turn back immediately.
Yeah, he is. He's like over here. Yeah, I will say that on series. The AI is never gotten good then. Consistently, I will see so many enemies just fucking like goof off like this.
Left arm. Ammo depleted. Purging. Leaving the mission area. Turn back
Yeah,
immediately.
well, I'm trying to hit this guy who doesn't want to come back to play.
You are leaving the mission area. Turn back immediately.
But this stagger's like pushing me back, too. This is atrocious. Ah, get him, brother. Thank you.
Looks like it's over.
Christ.
Tell they come from the towers. It's gotta be the work of those lab rats over at the Foundation. We'd better end this soon.
Mission objective complete. System returning to normal mode.
God, that was fucking goofy as hell. Alright, we got the next one, man. Closing in. Destroy the Reaper Squad. Sure, that's not going to be easy.
This time around, I'm in it till the very end.
Maggie, what in the world has gotten into you?
Let me tell you a story about a time long ago when the world faced destruction. God wanted to save mankind, and so he reached out to help. But there were some who did not accept God's offering. They intended to destroy the order that God sought to create for mankind. God was confused. Why did man not want to be saved?
Some people just don't like being told what to do.
Perhaps that is true.
Nice.
But God wanted to rescue mankind.
This fat man.
So he decided to root out the dissidents and slay them.
We're gonna get the Return to Nine Ball for no reason.
They say it was called the Dark Raven, a harbinger of death that left a trail of destruction.
Ooh.
This is a true story. My ancestors saw it with their own eyes.
You're getting the same experience.
They saw the coming of the first Dark
Are
Raven.
they talking about Main character of the first game? Or the fourth, fifth game?
Maggie, is that what you want to become?
Perhaps. But more than that, I think... I just don't want to face defeat again. Not to anything. Or anyone. Now it's time. Time for you to die.
The story hasn't been like good in the general sense, but it's a lot better than 5. I mean, like I said, I could take a dookie in the toilet and it'd be better than a 5-star. Music's popping. Fuck. That's my buddy.
Maggie, give it up. This ends now.
Never! I can still fight! The battlefield is where my soul belongs!
You want enemy AC site? What do you want now?
Alright, Maggie.
I knew it from the beginning. I felt it in my bones. I knew you had something dark, something wicked inside you, Maggie. All I've known my whole life is war. And this whole time, all I've done is watch others like you throw your lives away on the battlefield. That's why I wanted to save you, Maggie. But maybe I was just being selfish.
I love it's Fat Man, and he's so
That's why I
casual
wanted to
about
save
so
you,
much of
Maggie.
this.
But maybe I was a fool to think I could. You have got to live and die by your own rules, not for anybody else. That has always been our way, Maggie.
Fat Man, you've always been kind.
Fat Man. Do you think they called him Fat Man in the Japanese, and it didn't sound as goofy? Uh-oh. I think we're gonna crash. I'm gonna have to skip this cutscene on the return trip. When the sound cuts, it means we're completely gonna cut. We'll let this cutscene rock. Or is there gonna be another fight? Alright, it's gonna crash. And then we fight this guy. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay. Yeah. It's dead. We just can't get a fucking break, man. I've already spent, so I spent probably more time getting these working, sort of, than I probably have playing them. So we're including this, I think. 2
Warning.
missions.
Main system. Checking pilot data.
Just finished the fight, as dirty as it is. I mean, hell, I'll skip the cutscenes, man. We can watch them online if I need to. I mean, I'm gonna skip that cut.
Main system. Normal mode activated.
I mean, at least it's not
Now
very
resuming
hard,
mission operations.
so I don't have to feel
Welcome
bad about
back.
resetting it. God damn, dude. This has been one of the most shit show playthroughs of anything, man, I've ever had. I've had some shit shows. There's been worse, for sure. I wasn't doing a series playthrough, man. I'd probably pulled the plug at some point. And if this one was way worse, for the most part, I like this one, I'd say. Yeah, for real.
Activating
Could
combat
play on the
mode.
PS5. No issues. Right? Right. It'll be good. We won't be able to play it right away, but yeah, no issues, right? It's nice and stable on PS5, I'm sure. Oh, she's like melee now? Okay, man. It's going much worse this time.
AC damaged. Take evade.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure.
Energy at 30%.
Yeah, you're supposed to like use like different damage types depending on who you're going against, but these guns just fuck, man. Yeah. It just don't matter, man. With the autocannons, it's awesome. I'm glad I discovered them.
Energy depleted. System scan mode.
The idea is you have to normally brace yourself to use them. But because you're in a tank, it's the only thing that you can move and shoot. So like, I mean, I usually just sit still anyways because you turn quicker.
System scan energy at 30%. Energy depleted.
Amazing. This has exceeded my expectations. Perhaps
Maybe
you
the
are
final
curious
boss.
of the UNAC's purpose. I sent them out to learn the potential
He's
of
medium heavy
human race
biped and ready
gather
mode.
intel.
Is that in the like
I
tanky,
will challenge you and strike you down.
like all shields down kind of thing?
The human race is beyond hope. I'll prove this to you.
Aren't you human? What are you?
Yeah, I figured there's some kind of
Oh, I'm
counter.
human, or at least I was.
He what? Oh. 7K. Oh wow, yeah. I don't even know what I'm pushing. I've barely changed my max since 5. Really? Kurosawa was awesome for me in 3. I think I ditched it in 3. Did I? It was good in 2 and Another Age, and in the first 3. I liked having laser guns. I've ditched laser guns since 4. And since Nexus. I don't think I used many laser guns. Nexus and Last Raven because of the heat issues. 5 just because I like the sound of miniguns and shit. Or 4, and then these it's... I had energy issues in 5, and now I've just kind of gotten used to autocannons. So. What game did I get the Kurosawa not care? I think it was Nexus and Beyond. I just like had it, and I tried it, and I was like, eh. Oh, I got it in 4. That was the real one. I had it in 4. It wasn't called the Kurosawa, but it looked like it. It kind of sucked. I just used a minigun, and then something in my offhand. I think it was a sword. Swords were OP in 4. You could just slice and dice anything in like 2 seconds. 1800 autocannon rounds and 48 C missiles. Whoa. That's crazy. That's super tanky. But you usually just tank through everything and then return fire after that when they're done, or do you attack back while you're going? That's pretty sick. Difficulty 10. I do it to flex. Based. Some Dark Souls builds. Flex builds. Let's hope this one doesn't crash.
Report your status, Jay.
All good.
You have knowledge and experience gained from walking countless battlefields, and now you are armed with combat data from the UNAX. And on top of that, this craft will ensure your victory.
You seek a world of endless war and destruction.
Is my man flying around in a next?
On that, we can agree.
Are the next in the same world? Oh, they probably confirmed this is in the same world as 4, and I just didn't even notice until this guy rolls out with the Vanguard boosters. Look, I mean, the story's not been exactly that hot, man.
And so you abandoned mankind to destroy it?
There is no place for me other than the battlefield, to live as I please. And
Who's this supposed to be, the old king or something?
that is who I am, not a mere man of flesh. War is part of my existence.
I don't even know. Or just the guy in the bad end for answer, the main character.
You are beginning operation.
Here's that crazy old bastard.
He's with the primal armor.
From my point of view, all of mankind is crazy. There are no exceptions.
Oh, you got the music. So, Batman versus a Next. Who would win?
Energy at 30%. Energy depleted. Energy depleted.
Oh, this guy, he's keeping his fucking distance, man.
Depleted. Left arm ammo at 30%. System energy at 30%. Energy depleted.
Oh, great. And then this shit. Really, I'm gonna have to sit here and fucking He's outside the boundary.
Energy depleted. Energy depleted. Purging. Energy depleted. 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 Energy depleted.
Have to do another try on this one. I need to be more careful with the autocannons.
Energy depleted. Energy depleted.
Yeah, the problem is he keeps outranging your effective range of damage. If I get him close enough, I can shred him, but... Problem is he fights outside the boundaries of the fucking mission, man. It's kind of hard to get closer when he's outside the fucking out of bounds, dude.
Report.
But it's cool you're fighting next.
Activating combat mode.
These are the Armored Core 4 max. The ones that are like not so...
Here's that crazy old bastard.
Call me what you want. From my point of view, all of mankind is crazy. There are no exceptions.
System scan mode.
You see what I'm saying?
No, it can't be.
Gotta get a little closer, man.
Is that what you wanted me to say? All is proceeding as planned.
Phase 2. Hopefully we can get nice and close on this one, too.
Operation Pattern 2.
These machines have brought destruction upon the world in the past. The Dark Raven is nothing but an absurd myth, just like hope for mankind. Mankind will be destroyed by its
It's supposed to
own
be like
hand.
white glint. Kinda got the eyes. They're totally different everywhere else.
Enough words. They are meaningless now. Show me what you can do.
Energy at 30%. Energy depleted. Energy at 30%. System combat mode. Energy at 30%. Energy depleted. Energy depleted.
Where'd he go?
System
Yeah.
energy depleted. Energy depleted. System combat mode. Energy at 30%. Energy depleted. Energy depleted. Energy depleted. Energy depleted. Energy depleted. Energy depleted.
Operation successful.
The strat for me was just fucking dodge until he gets close and boost into him and just go ape shit.
Line broken.
Can I get a crash at the end here?
I refuse to believe that mankind has hope. I will never forgive the filthy world that destroyed my life and everything in it.
Maybe he's supposed to be a mix of the white
Already in action.
Flint guy and like the One King. I have no idea. I'll have to look at the lore on that. Oh. Crash. Because I don't hear anything. Well, let's hope this was the end. We can watch the credits. Oh. Alright, let's watch the end. Armored Core Verdict Day ending. Final mission. Let's watch some Poor Soul who's also going for this. Oh great, it's in Japanese. I kinda need it in English. Yeah, let's just see the ending. Okay. Here we go. Let's hope this dude's not talking over this. Thanks to who's this? Bottle of Rumster. Right, letting us watch your final boss, Black Glint, soloed by Giga Chad Unak.
They will continue on without me. The battle for the towers.
I can barely hear that.
It will continue until all is in ruin.
Nice. Well.
But if you think you are different, then carry on. You have that right and responsibility.
That's exactly what we'll do. As long as we can still fight.
Phase 1 didn't go too well. And not for him. Phase 2 I put up a little bit more of a fight, but... Oh, is there more gameplay after this, dude? I don't think so. What was that? It was just like exploding. Was there more after that? Look, man, my game froze after the second phase. I figured that was it. I thought, did we beat him? Armored Core Verdict Day ending. Was that the end?
Yo.
You knew this. I know this one. Phase 2 just start dying of Kojima radiation poisoning, really? And it's just kind of an ending. Yeah, I mean, do you mean the part after my game crashed? Or the part before that? Oh no, it goes mission complete. Okay, we saw the end. Okay, so the guy blows up. I'm watching another person's ending. I don't want to go through the whole fight again, just to read some text, but I can watch it online. I earned the finish, so I'm fine with that. Might as well look the world bosses too. Are those like post game? It crashed for me, so I can't see any post game stuff. I'm just watching this guy's lore stuff. Yeah, I'd have to beat him again. Apologies. I would, but I don't want to have to do it again. I'm just gonna read the text that they got after the mission, because I don't get to see that because I crashed. And that's it. At least we beat him. At least it crashed after I beat him. It was a cool fight. I liked it. It was cool fighting the next. I want to know the lore though. What's up with that, man? Why do they have a next? This guy's scrolling through it so quick. There's probably a lore wiki somewhere I could get. So last age, I'm guessing, is the Armored Core 4 generation. An immediate response, but the specifics of the pains a little more than revealed. The power struggle between them remain in the forefront of their minds. Mission where you fight a pair of ACs. Yeah, there's a few of those. Oh, casino themes. Did I do that one? I did a lot where they had duos. Is there like a super version of that one? A crashed cradle. Oh. Okay, that makes sense. It's crazy Fat Man was 62. So is this supposed to take place after like the Resistance Legion ending or whatever the fuck they were called in Armored Core 4 Answer, or is this after like the old King one? $40 to 60 years after 5. So is the Foundation guy supposed to be like the chief in 5? 5 is like 200 years after 4A. Okay. That's good info to know. The Foundation man. Like clearly the Foundation guy is like an AI, but I don't know if he's like an AI from someone back in like 4 Answer. Or... 450 years after Demon Souls. That would be nice. Armored Core Souls, dude. Well, everybody died, war continues. The leader went by Jay. Jay Jester. And there's a lot of personnel stuff after this. You guys can see this, right? Yeah. If you care. Sorry that it's like I didn't get to actually check these in-game, but I'm not doing the whole fight again and going through all this crashing and stuff just for some text. It's essentially the same this way. Hardcore mode unlocked. Oh, cool. Well, if I ever came back to this one, it would be a full reset on a different platform. For sure. This was hell to do. Anyways, I guess we could kind of talk about the game. The thoughts and stuff. We finally caught up to modern day Armored Core. We'll be doing a tier list and everything when I'm done with 6. Played through all of them now, even Formula Front, Ninebreaker. Well, I didn't really play through Ninebreaker, we just kind of like fucked around in Ninebreaker. I don't know if that game really has like an ending, but... Well, anyways. Yeah, so I think Verdict Day was pretty good. I would say this one is way better than 5. 5, the visual clarity, I mean, the HUD's just as bad in this, but you're at least used to it at this point. But the visual clarity, the dark, the filters, the map design, the particle effects, like, just the layout of the levels where it's really dense, the detail, which makes it hard to pick things out, just fucking atrocious in 5. The story's horrible. It feels like it went through 50 machine translations and then somebody tried to make a script based on it. It just doesn't make sense half the time. You're jumping forward and backwards and characters are dying you don't really care or even know about hardly. It's just all sorts of fucked. I think the KECE ammo stuff is almost a little too limiting on builds, especially because heavy, medium, and light have like a certain kind of defense they like govern, which means if you want a little bit of everything or something, you're kind of like catty cornered into doing something because the legs give like the most. I played around with a bit of that, so I found that an issue in 5, not so much in this. Maybe it's just because autocannons are really good, but I didn't feel like I needed like just any weapon. I could have something better, and you know, I could swap around and fuck some shit up if I wanted to. But because it's holding heavies means you can't swap, and I don't think they changed that. That kind of blew, so I ended up just using autocannons for most of it. I feel like the tankiness and the resistances didn't matter a whole lot for me in this one compared to 5, which was kind of nice. Because I could just make a build or whatever. And I'm sure for like PvP or some kind of competitive, playing with those numbers is cool, but I find that kind of lock and key, rock, paper, scissors stuff to be a little less engaging than like old Armored Core, where it was more about just how you moved and how your weapons could hit something. Having it just be a stat game is fine, but there's already a lot of stat game to play in these ones, so didn't like that element of that in either of these, but it didn't feel as bad in this one because I could play with the stage a little bit more, and the levels were shorter and more clear, and sometimes more open. It kind of depended. I also think that obviously in 5 there's supposed to be like multiplayer and stuff. There's no way to play multiplayer in that. So having the ability to have a very programmable AI come with you who's actually good, who apparently can just solo the whole game is really neat. It's probably rewarding to upgrade and get better at. I didn't do a whole lot of it. Did a bit in Formula Front, of course. I think they kind of probably borrowed that from Formula Front a bit. I think that's a cool way to make this game playable forever and not have to have servers going and stuff like that, which is cool. So I like that element of it. But yeah, I think the big thing was the clarity. It was nice that the story kind of tied into some stuff and wasn't really obnoxious. It's not a good story. I don't think any of these games has a good story. I think these games have good atmosphere, good setup, like in settings, and then sometimes good mystery. Usually they don't have very good dialogue or like momentum of story or characters or resolution or anything. If any, I kind of liked Fat Man though. Kojima, yeah, Fat Man. I kind of liked him. It was weird. Like at the beginning, he's just like humming and like singing a song, and I felt like I was getting trolled or something. I was like, did I have the right version here? Is there some special patch? But I'm kind of like, he kind of grew on me. he didn't have a whole lot of goofy speeches, and it wasn't like super melodramatic, friendship is my power kind of vibes that like 5 was at times. He was just like, he was just good. He's just some old dude who's just good. And like, he tried helping people, but like, he mainly just kicks ass, man. And like, I can get behind that, man. Just a simple ass kicker, dude. He's the only character that like had a voice while you're playing him. I know like Klein and stuff, I think was the Master of Arena main character and stuff and shit like that. So you hear some voices, but as you're playing them, I think he's the only one, and it wasn't too bad. Maybe it's because I just finished 5 today and I hated everybody in that. So like somebody who's just more casual, or they're a little bit more business with a little bit of melodrama, was kind of refreshing over the overkill that was 5. So that was nicer. I mean, obviously story and everything isn't a big deal in these, but I think the atmosphere and just why you're there helps the fights be more fun, right? I didn't find the ACs to be like particularly personable. They weren't like really interesting, but they tried to give them a little bit. I really like that they brought back lore and emails and stuff afterwards. I think that adds a lot to the level, to the world building. I think Last Raven did that one really well. Last Raven probably has the most interesting like momentum of story because of the frenetic music and progression of the garage theme and stuff. The 24-hour timer. I don't think this quite gets on that level, but I think it still has good atmosphere with the sound and the sand, the big open areas with really cool skyboxes. Like 5 had cool skyboxes, but it made it hard to see. And this, it has cool side boxes with the towers, but like you could still see like people at war shooting over you and like bombers flying, but you were on the ground, you know, and you didn't feel like you were a toy in a toy box like in 5 and then like Nexus and shit. Or was it 2? Or was it another age? There's one of them where there was cutscenes and it felt like it was some kid playing with toys. 4's menuing was fucking bad. I didn't even know where the shop was sometimes, and it looked kind of nasty. 5's menuing I wasn't a big fan of. I love that they finally added sub-menus to parts, but like that the shop and the main menu for assembly looked the same, and I didn't understand that there was sub-menus, and like you couldn't see what you could buy in the menu with assembly. It was just like, oh my god. It was cool that tuning and stability was in 4 and shit like that, but the menus were kind of nasty, and they looked really ugly. Last Raven had really nice looking menus with cool music, and it felt awesome. In 4, there's like this fucking like rockabilly, like Americana music going on, and I was just like, what the fuck? This doesn't feel like it matches any atmosphere. It feels like I'm playing God Hand or something. I'm like, this is not the kind of music you want. Even if 4 has a good soundtrack, it was not very fitting usually. Now For Answer was really fitting music-wise, and I think this one was pretty fitting. Where 5 was not, and 4 was not. But Another Age. Yeah, Another Age is one of my lowest. Along with probably 5, Ninebreaker, and Formula Front. I don't know what my next lowest would be. We'll see if the tier list. Probably like Nexus. And 4. Nexus and 4. I didn't like 4 all that much. I thought 4 Answer was really good. They really cleaned it up, but 4 is kind of just a slog, man. But yeah, we'll see in the tier list after 6. Yeah, Another Age was frustrating. The mission design was so fucking like bullshit half the time, and gimmicky, or it was just boring and simple. They were just forcing it. I liked Project Phantasma enough, alright? It was like 13, 14 missions. The final boss was fucked, but like, he was kind of cool. And at least it was just a boss, right? I didn't have to do platforming like with the 9-ball in the first game and shit. That was cool. But anyways, this game, yeah, I like that the missions were short again. You don't have to think about ammo. It's not as deliberate. There's not as much thought put into that kind of the builds and like the swapping of weapons and having different tools for the job. It's mostly about, can I just beat like ACs? This is very much like a dueling one. The missions can be long and you can go in tight areas, but it's mostly just going apeshit. So like in the old games, you might have a build for, you know, long missions. I need ammo, low firepower, low big ammo. I need a couple things for, you know, surprise big hits and shit, like in the first game, big hitters, like an AC or something. And, you know, maybe I'll want, you know, some energy shit to lower costs because, you know, you want to make some money and stuff. This doesn't have any of that kind of stuff. This one is like, all right, where my auto cannons at? And then I walk in and I go, and I just annihilate everybody because the missions are short enough where you don't have to really think about it, and the ammo is not really untouched from 5. 5 had that horrible, like, super long slog missions with the garages and shit, and the checkpoints. I prefer this, even if I don't have to think as much as I did in the old ones. At least it's like the missions were nice and snappy. You're moving on to a cool new area, doing a new fight. Keep it steady on. I mean, obviously I had my AC5 save data, which if I could do it all again, I would just sacrifice it so I didn't have to have as much trouble, but it was nice having those still be there and strong. But yeah, better level design, better story, visuals, and atmosphere. The sound was still kind of fucked, but at least the VA was a bit better. That fucking guy in the Mission 6 was so funny. I almost want that as a fucking sound bit. He's like, God damn, buckets of balls, and just screaming. Maybe can I find that somewhere? Mission 6, Armored Core Verdict Day. Hit the brakes! It's so funny because it's like ultra distorted. It's Blue Magnolia, right? Blue Magnolia. Let me see if I can get that. It's really funny, man. It's really loud and goofy.
Hoping to prepare their decisive blow.
Here it is. There it is. This guy is so fucking hilarious, man. This was the mission I had to like cut stream to like fiddle with to finally be able to clear the fucking thing. Because it just kept crashing. This guy, dude. Just the audio is just like morphing and distorting, and he's just screaming. And so there's a lot of shit like that. That's really funny. I mean, at least he gave it his all. So it's not always the best on sound there. I did have to fiddle with the sound effects quite a bit. It ducks the audio pretty hard when there's chatter, and then when it stopped ducking the audio, the guns are fucking really loud. So. But overall, I think the music had a good balance and stuff. It was loud enough. I didn't have to fiddle too much with it. They finally kind of got the sound balance in a way I was happy with. 4 had a problem with sound balance as well. 4 Answer had a problem sometimes with sound balance. Some of the war machines were fucking way too loud, and I couldn't hear shit. But generally, it was fine in that. But this one was. Obviously there's some recording issues with some of the audio. There'd be people who would talk and then like they'd move a little closer and they'd sound like they recorded completely different environment. That's not a huge deal. The gameplay is where it's at. Like I said, I think this one you don't have to think a lot, but it's still got enough speed, enough usage of terrain, usage of like your I was call them concubines. What are they called in Armored Core 3? Not your conscriptors. What are they called? Anyways, your AI partner. So using that, having to think about where he is, or having him tank for me, or what kind I'd want, and, you know, programming him and stuff, that kind of shit's cool. Well, it's a different kind of thought you have to put into this one. I don't find it quite... when this game's at its best, I don't think it competes with like 4 Answer or like 3 at their best, or even like the first one at its best. When those really click and the tactics and the reward for the builds is really, you're feeling it, like, oh yeah, and you're buying new parts and it really means something. I think those are really strong. Obviously, when you're in a really cool boss battle in 4 Answer, it just feels like good as an action game, which I don't think these always do. I don't think this hits any of those highs, but it doesn't have like really low lows. The missions aren't like goofy like Another Age. They're not like inherently kind of a questionable choice like Ninebreaker or Formula Front, where it's like just an arena. I think that was nice. I think they cleaned it up as best they could within reason from 5. They're kind of working with the deck stacked against them. I think the CE, the KE, and all that kind of stuff was a little goofy in some of the balance and all that. But they make it work in this, I think. I think this one was fine. I'm glad I played this one. I thought I was going to end up skipping the 5 gen because it was such a bitch to get these played. They're not very available these days. And in some of the ways they are available, it's a pain in the ass to play. So that's okay. Anywho, yeah, I think that's it for Verdict Day. If you guys want to talk about any of these games or this game in particular, somewhere we can. But overall, I'd say this one was fine, maybe good. And for Armored Core standards, I would say this one was because it felt at least a little different. And I feel like with some kind of either evolution or side grade, I would say it was good in the grand scheme of things. Maybe just fine in that general range, right? I don't think it's gonna end up there with like 3 or like Silent Line or like 1 or Master of Arena for me or 4 Answer. I think those are kind of my top ones. But I think this would be like right underneath. This is like, I don't know, I haven't thought about my tier list actually. I'll have to see. There's not a whole lot that are like in the middle. I guess Armored Core 2 is in the middle. This is like Armored Core 2 territory. There's a lot I don't like, a lot I like, and then just like a few. I don't know if there's gonna be like a very... I'll have to see on that tier list. I might have to force myself to break the tiers up a bit. I don't know what my least favorite one is right now. Maybe 5. 5 is pretty bad. I don't know. Formula Front, pretty bad too. The thing about Ninebreaker and Formula Front is like they're bad because they are bad or not interesting to me because they are like a questionable idea from the go more than they are just poorly executed. Like a game that's just like Trials that you have to import all the parts to even be able to really even do is kind of a questionable thing. Were those Trials like bad? Is that a bad content as a side mode in the game? Not really. So it's like it's hard to like, and it has like a good fundamentals, right? Like Ironbreaker has good fundamentals. It's got, you know, slightly cleaned up like Nexus stuff, right? The builds are strong, they're really diverse, and they show that. And it's like, so it's like it's not bad. The fundamentals and like the nuance isn't bad. It's just kind of a questionable decision of why. It's kind of like Formula Front. It's just an arena. You can program an AI to do all the fights for you, but it's like, it's kind of like another side mode style thing. So they're not like bad in a wow, this game is just really scuffed and really crude way that like 5 is. 5 is just like, man, some of this shouldn't have even made it through testing, right? Like this, like some of the story, the visuals are just fucking atrocious to the point where it affects the gameplay. You just can't see anything. You know, stuff like that, like some of the control stuff, like not being able to stop overboost. with the same button you start it with, like you can in this one. Just weird shit. You're just like, it's more fucked. Conceptually, the idea of like a multiplayer Armored Core and like slightly more like urban areas where you use like mantling and stuff to like get around is cool. And then having like different damage types probably for multiplayer, so different people spec different ways. Like, you know, okay, it could work out, but it's just the execution. Oh fuck. Or it's like the opposite with Ninebreaker. Like the execution's good, but it's just like not a great idea. We'll have to think about it. I didn't have a good time with 4 either, but I would say 4 is better than all those, at least. I think 4 is like mid-tier. We'll see. Anyways, I hope 5 is the best one. I'd love for it to end on the highest note. But if you're interested in Armored Core, I will be playing 5 on PS5. Christ, I got the disc right here. What's the disc look like? Oh, excuse me, 6. Dude, I'm mind broken by 5, right? Oh, this game's rated T for teen, dude. Pussy game. Yeah. Fires of Rubicon. Looking forward to it. But we're not gonna be playing it next. Game Pass has games leaving Game Pass. I mean, I could squeeze it before Fuga, probably. We'll see. So I need to find out what games are leaving Game Pass, because I need to play those before they leave. Ones I care about. Fuga, Melody of Steel. I will be doing Under the Waves. Maybe, I don't know, maybe we could do AC. It depends on what I'll leave it. I think Fuga I need like 4 days. We'll find out. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. It's not been a series we've had a whole lot of good conversation on. I mean, I've had great conversations today and with people who know about Armored Core, but I mean, there's not a whole lot of Armored Core people, so there's not a whole lot of conversation in general is the thing. We had some good 1st gen, 2nd gen, 3rd gen stuff, kind of, but it's been mostly a bit more dark on that front. I appreciate you guys watching this, either in VODs on different platforms or live even. We will continue Armored Core. We'll have done them all. And then maybe someday I'll do some more old FromSoft shit. I want to play Evergrace and Forever Kingdom. I'd like to play Kingsfield. I've already played one Echo Knight game for Halloween in the past, but I don't know. I'm not like super pumped to play a lot of that. So we'll see someday. Kuan, is that the 2nd Echo Knight game I haven't played? Or is that a different one? We've talked about Kuan, haven't we? The PS2 horror game, yeah. The thing is, I wanted to do a horror event this year again, because I haven't done one. I didn't do one last year, but I'm going to be gone for the 2 weeks at the end of October, or like a week and a half. Is it really worth doing a horror event where I'm not even here for Halloween? Maybe I'll just do Luigi's Mansion before I leave and come back. I don't know, we'll see what the backlog's looking like. If I have like 2 weeks, I might just do it anyways. Usually the event's called Horror Till Halloween. That's gonna be horror till the week before Halloween. I don't know. I mean, I could do like a Christmas horror thing, but maybe I'll just play some horror games. It just doesn't matter. Horror till Halloween. That could be good. That could be good. We'll see how my September looks. Between Starfield, finishing these up, and all that, and all the new shit coming out, might not have time. Definitely will not have time post trip because we've got Mario. Maybe Lords of the Fallen, maybe Sonic Superstars, maybe Spider-Man. I might cut all of those. Anyway, we'll find out. Anywho, thanks for watching. I'm gonna stop for now. probably just relax, do a few dailies in FF14, and then tomorrow I am going to do stuff with some friends at night. Probably. We haven't really hashed out the times. So, and then we will probably start Fuga or something, and then Armored Core 6 later.